What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I just wanted to make a quick video sharing my experience fasting. So I currently, just a little ago, broke my fast of 36 hours, and this was the longest fast that I have actually ever done in my entire life. And I wanted to share kind of how I was feeling and my whole experience throughout the journey of my fasting, basically. So what made me want to do a fast is I was interested on the mental aspects. I used to be really skinny when I was younger, like an unhealthily skinny because I was not eating. And so basically to compensate for that, I started going to the gym, I started really being careful on my food, and I got really attached to my food and my meals and like the whole aspect of eating basically because I didn't want to starve myself again basically and be super skinny again because it was unhealthy. So I basically grew this unhealthy attachment to food subconsciously because I had been skinny my whole life. Now, to break through that, I wanted to challenge myself by not having any food and fasting for a little bit. If you don't know, there is different levels that you can fast, and I'll go ahead and pop up on the screen the different time frames of fasting and the benefits of each one. So I fasted for 36 hours, like I said, and I just broke it this morning. And now initially, when I first woke up from the fast, when I woke up Friday morning, normally I don't eat breakfast right away. I don't eat for the first 2 hours, so it wasn't anything unnatural. And then I started to get a little bit hungry, but then that basically subsided until around the 12 to 16 hour mark, and I didn't really have any feeling of hunger. Like all the gargling and the stuff that your body does when you're hungry kind of went away, and I was just like, okay, cool, I'm not eating, and I was kind of cool with it. Up until like the 18 hour mark, maybe like the 17 or 18 hour mark, that's when it got bad, dude. I was so hungry. Like the hunger came back, that feeling that you just want to eat, like everything just came back, and it was super like intense, and I was super hungry, and I was worried that it was going to be hard for me to go to sleep that night and wake up with no food. However, I was trying to get my body in a state of ketosis, which is basically a state where there's no storage of energy left, like in your liver and stuff like that. So basically, it starts eating your fat and breaking it down into ketones, which then is like in your brain. And with ketosis, when your body's in a state of ketosis, it actually suppresses the appetite. And I wanted to get to that stage so that I wasn't hungry anymore. I did end up going to sleep that night, and I was able to fall asleep without eating anything. I was probably at like the 26, 27 hour mark, and I actually fell asleep pretty quickly, and I felt super light and clean. Like, I don't know how to explain it other than like, I just felt good, honestly. Like, I would just felt so cozy. Like, I felt really light, and I usually eat like a big dinner before I go to bed. And so like this was an unusual feeling for me because I felt very light and like fuzzy. Like I almost felt like I was floating in my bed. It was a very weird feeling, but I didn't have any hunger pains. I just felt super like light and like clean, and it was a very interesting feeling. And I woke up this morning and I was not hungry at all. I had no hunger pains left. I had nothing left, and we were about at like the 32 hour mark when I woke up, and I had no pain left. Instead, I felt extremely energized, dude. Like, I can't even explain it. My mental clarity was just through the roof. I felt like blissed out, dude. Like, I was like naturally high just on this like fasting. Like, I was just naturally high, and I didn't feel sluggish. I felt so full of energy. I felt so good. Like, I can't even describe the feeling because I have never felt it in my life, and it only is because I just wasn't eating. The bliss and the way you feel when you enter this sort of long fast after, I would say after like the 27, 28 hour mark, it feels totally different. Like there's no longer pain, your appetite, you don't even feel hungry anymore. You're just running off ketones because you're in a state of ketosis, and you're just like totally like blissed out, full of energy. And I think that's kind of the body's way of like getting you to like hunt your next meal, like back when we had to go like hunt and stuff. Like you need that energy and that mental clarity to go and get your next meal type of thing. But like obviously we don't have to like chase down the buffalo anymore because we got Walmart. And it was actually just a really cool journey, so I thought I would share it with you guys and show you guys my experience with fasting. This was my first ever 36 hour fast. I do recommend it if it is safe for you. Like, it's not meant for everybody. If you're super skinny already, I do not recommend fasting. I had actually been putting on a little bit of weight because I have been bulking my entire life, and I had around a 15% body fat percentage, which if you have 15% or above, it is safe. But if you have like an under 15% body fat, percentage. I would not recommend doing a fast for too long because it's just not going to be very beneficial, and it can get kind of weird. But normally I like to have my body fat percentage between 10 to 12%, and like, so I was like putting on a little more fat than like what I'm normally used to, which is kind of like another reason why I was like, I'm gonna just go ahead and fast because I have the fat to run my body, and I want to experience the mental breakage, the mental freedom of not being conditioned to eat food all the time, because like I said, I've never gone more than like probably like 8 hours my entire life without eating. And originally I wanted to do 48 hours, but when I got to like the 24-hour mark, I was like, dude, I'm not gonna make it to 48 hours. Like, this is a lot. But after I woke up this morning, I easily could have hit 48 hours if I wanted to. After the hunger pain goes away and you're fully in a state of ketosis with just that energy and the feeling that you get, like, I think it would be pretty easy for me to make 40 hours or 48 hours. It might be cool to get like a 72-hour fast in there at some point, but that will probably be when I'm older if my metabolism has slowed down a little bit. That's my whole experience, and I really recommend it if you guys are interested in something like this. Not only can it help you lose weight, but it makes you feel incredible. It helps you repair all of your old cells so that like your cancer cells that could potentially cause Parkinson's disease, since your body doesn't have the food, it starts breaking down all of these old cells and eating them, and it starts with the bad ones. So then you're like rejuvenated, and there's like anti-aging and anti-inflammatory benefits that you can get to fasting. And honestly, I feel great right now. I'm about to break my fast and head straight to the gym, because your body actually releases a bunch of HGH, which is human growth hormone, which is super good for muscles. It's so good actually that like in like sports and stuff, they won't even let you take it. Like, you can't take HGH because it's like so overpowered. Like, they won't, it's like banned from sports and stuff. But your body will start secreting that naturally when you get between the 36 and 48 hour mark of a fast. And it could be up to 400% sometimes, which is a lot. So I'm going to go to the gym and really harness all that HGH. And it's been shown that if you are trying to build muscle and stuff, that fasting for 2 days every once in a while can actually help you build muscle rather than taking it away, which a lot of people think that they have to be constantly eating to maintain the muscle. But it has been shown that you can go long periods of time without eating, and it can actually help you build muscle, which was really interesting. And also another reason why I was like, okay, let's go ahead and send it and see how I feel. And yeah, I feel great. So I recommend giving it a try. This is my experience with a 36-hour fast. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace and love, and stay healthy out here.